Hey everyone, just gonna give it a few seconds here, see if people are jumping on. It always takes a little bit for Facebook to kind of notify people and that kind of thing. Um, I'll just start with I had like a, I had, hey Maya, hey Cecile, Patrick. Sweet. I'm glad there's a lot of people are usually online at this time. That's why I chose to do my video at this time. And I'm at the office right now. I was at Toastmasters and like I had this whole speech prepared to do for tonight. And then I totally forgot it at home. I didn't realize that until I got to the office. Hey, Becky. And so I had to luckily Toastmasters ended early. So I had time to just redo everything. So I'll kind of just get to the point. It's 9 p.m. and yeah, so I'll quickly just tell you who I am in case you guys don't know. I mean, it's my Facebook, so you probably know who I am. So my name's Rodolfo. I'm an author. I wrote a book. I published my first book last year. It's called Life Balance. I did my coach training certification last September. So I've been doing that for just over a year. I've been doing personal development seriously for about 6 years now. And I say seriously because before that I had done a little bit of it, but like I didn't even really know I was doing it. And it was kind of just part of the business I was involved in before that. But now, like for the last 6 years, it's been my life, right? I've dedicated my life to personal development, taking courses. And now I work with a personal development company because that's how much I believe in this work because it helped change my life. I've totally changed my whole life. Hey Christina, didn't see your name pop up on that show that you're viewing, but hello. And so yeah, it's totally helped me change my life. And now like I love that I've been able to create different results for myself. And that's why I started working in this. That's why I became an author. That's why I did my coach training because I want to help other people change their lives. So what I'm doing is I've created a membership site. Well, I didn't create the site. I created my site through Patreon. So what Patreon is, hey Ashley. So what Patreon is, it's a membership site where people can subscribe to people that they want to support that create things that they like. So I mean, there's people creating art on there. There's people creating videos, music, that kind of thing. And so while I was thinking of like, what can I do to support people in a way that it'll be easy for them to say yes. And I thought of Patreon because I'm on there supporting somebody else that does something similar to me, and it was just, to me, it was, why wouldn't I support them kind of thing. So what I've done is I recently walked away from one of my other jobs because it wasn't something that I wanted to do. I wasn't being able to live my dream life. I wasn't doing things that I wanted to do. And so I walked away from that job, and it was a big risk doing that because I'm like the income, right? And so now I'm looking at what can I do to replace that income with things that I'm good at and that I love to do. And this is what I came up with. So it's for me to be able to help people, I need people to help me, right? So it'd be similar to like what I'm doing now with my Facebook Lives, but it would be like I'm getting paid for it, right? So there's tiers to Patreon. So I'll kind of explain what I came up with. So I want to do group coaching for people. That's the first tier, and it's only $4 a month. So $4 US. So the site is American, so the prices I'm talking about will be in US dollars. So that roughly is about $5 Canadian. And so what that would be is similar to my Facebook Lives that I do. I would do a group coaching session every single month. It would be on the first Sunday of the month, and you would get access to that for roughly $5 Canadian. I would pick a different topic every month. I would take questions from people. So it would be probably on Zoom. That's kind of the thing that everybody uses these days to do their webinars and that kind of thing. And so you would get the group coaching. And then if you wanted to do one-on-one coaching, I would also give 50% off of my regular rates. And like that's something that I don't offer anywhere else, because 50% is a pretty big discount. And I would do that for people just because they're supporting me in my dream and helping me to live a better life, right? The second tier would be if people want one-on-one. If they know they want one-on-one work every single month, it would be $23 American a month, and you would still get the group coaching call, and then you would also get a 30-minute session one-on-one every single month. And then the last tier would be if you wanted a 1-hour session every single month, it would be $40 American. So it would work out to about 50 Canadian. So you would get the one-on-one session, and then you would also get the group coaching call every month too. And then all the tiers get the 50% off on regular rates if you wanted extra coaching. So obviously the question that people are going to ask is like, why would I want to do this, right? And so my answer is, if you're watching this, I'm going to make an assumption, and that assumption is that you're probably involved in personal development in some sort of way, right? You're involved in making yourself better. You're involved in helping others make themselves better, right? And I'm like, we've all been to those weekend courses, and we all like felt all the things and got pumped up about changing our lives and got excited, and we're like, yeah, fuck yeah, like this is awesome. I'm going to be so much better tomorrow. I'm going to do all these things and blah, 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 right? We've all done that. I know I sure have. And then what happens, right? The next week, you get back into reality, you get back into life, and shit happens, life hits you, and you kind of go back to the way things were before you started doing the courses and all of that, right? And so this is where coaching comes in, right? Coaching is being able to practice the skills that you learned and keeping yourself accountable, right? Because that's what coaching is all about. Like the definition that I use for coaching is a relationship of unconditional positive regard that helps people align their beliefs with their lives to achieve what they want, right? So this can't happen over a weekend. Doesn't matter how amazing the course that you went to is or anything, right? And I know there's some pretty amazing courses out there. It's not going to happen in 3 days. It's something that you have to continue to work on every single day, right? Because it comes from discipline, it comes from consistency, it comes from accountability. And that's where coaching comes in, because it's just like playing soccer. If you don't go to practice, you're not going to be very good. It doesn't matter how naturally talented you are or how awesome the skills course you went to was. If you don't show up to practice, your team isn't going to be very good, period, right? So it's the same. If you go to a course, okay, cool, you learn some awesome stuff. If you're not practicing it, it's going to be that much harder to be able to achieve the results you want. And coaching helps you do that. It's always nice to have like a neutral set of eyes, a different perspective to, right, shine light on your blind spots, help you out, give you a different viewpoint, right? So that's kind of where this comes in. And like the way I want to do it is because, right, like, so I've pretty much been doing this for free on my Facebook lives, and I feel like if, right, like I start making money, I can put in a lot more time and effort to give you guys a lot more value in this whole experience, right? Because I mean, I do like group coaching at work already, so I've been getting paid to do that for a while now, for most of the year now. So I do have a lot of experience doing this, and now it's just like, I need to, what am I trying to say here? I need to like kind of take it to another level, right? So like if you've ever gotten value from watching my videos or even from my book or things like that, I definitely invite you to at least like check out the site. I'll put the site in the comments right now. So I haven't really told anybody about it yet. And like I told a couple people about it just to like check it out and kind of give me some feedback. One of the feedback that I got, it was funny because I messaged my friend and I asked her for feedback because I knew she would be totally 100% honest with me. And she was like, what are you doing? Like, this is way, like, you can't offer this at such a low price. And I was like, what do you mean I can't? Like, I'm like, she's like, people aren't going to take you serious. It's too cheap and that kind of thing. And I'm like, well, that's my point. Like, that's where I'm going with this, right? Like, I want I want to make it affordable for people, because when I talk to people about coaching, or when I hear other people talk, one of the biggest obstacles to them doing it is always money, right? Like there's people charging $100 an hour, $200 an hour. I know there's a guy that, like I know a guy that charges $10,000 for a day. Like, right? Like that's insane. And I want to be able to reach people that need it, and that, right, maybe they don't have a few $100s laying around to spend on coaching, and this way you can get coaching for $5 a month or more, depending on what, if you want one-on-one, right? One thing I forgot to mention, the one-on-one things, I'm limiting it to 10 people for the half hours and 10 people for the hours, right? And I'm limiting it because my time is limited right now. Once I get to a certain amount of money, like, so I think it was $500 that I set per month, I'll add in a second group coaching call, right? So I'll add in, there'll be 2 group coaching calls, and still again for $5. Just thinking if I want to mention anything else. Yeah, I kind of like, I guess the last thing I want to mention it too is that I myself, like I'm always in courses too. Like my learning never stops, because one, I want to be better, and 2, I want to be able to support you guys better. So I'm always enrolling courses. I did a course on like my mission, my purpose for being here, like in this world. I did that in February or March. I went to Camrose and did transformation weekend. So that's through Achievement Club. I did that. I can't even remember when I did that, May, June sometime. I just know it was summer. Enrolled in another course that's coming up in May. Every Mondays I'm on like, I'll call it coaching calls, right? It's like a group accountability call every Monday morning. I'm doing that. So like I'm constantly working on myself, because, right, how could I tell you to work on yourself if I'm not doing it myself? And like I said, it comes from practice, practice, practice. Depending on how long you've known me, you know how much I've changed my life over the last 5 years, 5, 6, 7 years. And I'm definitely in a place now that I can help other people change theirs. So if you're interested, check out the site. There might be something special that I do for whoever. Hey, Steven. So there might be something special I do for whoever the first person to sign up on Patreon is. We'll see. I haven't really decided. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. If you guys have any questions about any of this, just feel free to shoot me a message on here, or if you have my phone number, call me, text me, whatever way you have of getting hold of me, just shoot me a message. I'm here to help. I think that's about it. So just to recap for anyone that's joining late, just doing Patreon site. I want to do affordable coaching for people because I know the value in coaching, and I want it to be able to reach as many people as I can. And right, a lot of times people don't do coaching and they don't reach out and step up because they can't afford it, or they don't want to invest that much money. So this is a way for people to try it out and kind of see the value that they get, and then be like, and get results. That's the most important thing, is to get results quickly. So the site, yeah, so the site is on the comments there. It should be the first comment that shows up. So yeah, if you guys have any questions, let me know. If you know anybody that could benefit from this kind of service, then also point them to this. Share the video with your friends. Leave a comment or something so more people see it. And I appreciate any kind of support, whether it's a like, a share, whatever it is. And I will see you guys next time. So thanks for tuning in. I'm going to go home and walk my dog now. So thank you. Hey, Elizabeth, watch the replay. I just finished. Talk to you later.